Hello and welcome to all of the incoming freshmen students and parents the graduating class of 2024. We are so excited to help you through your class selection process for next year. First things first, you need to log into your Infinite Campus. If you're unsure of how to get to your Infinite Campus outside of school, you can go to the school district webpage, sd25.us, and there is a link on the left-hand side towards the bottom that says Infinite Campus. That will take you to both the student and the parent portal. Make sure you click on the student portal and put your information in there. Once you are logged in, you are going to click on these three bars that are in the top left-hand corner to get this drop down. And we're going to go to the Academic Plan tab. It will take you to this next page, which will have your 2024 high school course template preloaded. You don't need to make any changes or add any information. Just click Next. That will take you into your course plan where we're actually going to select your classes for next year. Make sure that everything that you pick today falls under that 9th grade column. If you pick anything for classes you want next year and it falls into your 10th or your 11th or 12th grade column, it will not be on your schedule in the fall. So make sure everything that we do falls under that 9th grade column. And all of our course subjects are alphabetized and labeled with a dark gray bar that runs across all 4 years. So if you notice, the economics is the first one. First one we're going to hit is the English. Some of these, the course template does preload the grade level class, and if your student is going to be doing the honors class, they need to remove the grade level class and add the honors class. So under the English heading, if you notice next to the English 9A course number, there is a small X to the left. If you click on the X, it will remove that class out of your plan. You click on the white box once that class has been removed, and it will show you the available English classes for your learner. So you just select which class you want to take. For your 9th grade core requirements, as we were just talking about with the English, your student will do either the English 9A and 9B or Honors English 9A and 9B. Make sure you don't have both of those selected. You only need one. For math for next year, if your student was in the grade level English 8 math, they will go into the Integrated Math 1 next year. Or if they were Honors Integrated Math 1 this year as 8th graders, next year they will go into the Honors Integrated Math 2. Your 8th grade math teacher has already provided their recommendation for your student for next year, and the proper math should be preloaded. If you have a question about the math, make sure that you contact your current 8th grade math teacher and they can get the recommendation to us so that we can get that corrected. For science next year, under the science heading, it should preload your physical science, physics and chemistry, or like with the English, your student can remove that and do the honors physical science, physics and chemistry, but next year your learner will be doing physical science. The last core requirement for 9th graders is U.S. History 1. There is no honors option, so all of our freshmen take U.S. History 1A and 1B. The search field that I want to show you will help you with the remaining class selections that you have. At the top of their course plan, there is a field that says Search the Course Catalog. If your student types in the name of the class that they are thinking about, that they want to learn some more about, it will give you this pop-up box that contains the course description. This is the information straight out of the high school handbook and is up to date. The course description will tell you a little bit more about what your student will learn in that class, so that's really good information when you're making these selections. The remaining classes that your student are going to pick come either from the humanities, which is the art, band, choir, theater, and foreign language classes. That's all under the humanities heading. Your other class options fall under the elective heading. And I have all of these listed for you. Our Pokey freshmen, we visited the middle schools last week, and we distributed paper packets that have all this information in them as well. For students who are going to be taking seminary, the LDS release seminary next year, we do have that available for you to course plan for next year. That will be at the bottom under non-credits. Those two are not paired together. So if your student is taking both sections, they need to do both the A and the B, and we will need a signed permission form, the religious release form, returned to the school. Your core class selections for your ninth graders are complete 9 of the 15 required classes for next year. So your student will select 6 additional humanities and electives for next year. When their class selection is at 15, they're going to also give us 5 alternates, which are backup classes. Those alternates are at the very, very bottom of your course plan if you scroll all the way down, and we are going to need 5 alternates, which are classes that they would be okay taking if we were unable to get them their first course requests. Now this part is a little confusing, and I hope that this will help clear that up. At the top next to your grade level, there will be a number out of 13. When you hit 13 classes, that number goes from red to black, but that is not a complete course plan. Our students take 5 classes a day over 3 trimesters, which is 15 classes. So your course plan is complete when you have selected 15 classes and given us 5 alternates. The exceptions to that would be if your student selected religious release time. Their course plan will say 13 out of 13, but if you go and count all of the classes that have been selected, there will be 15 there. Those seminary classes don't calculate because they are not a credit. They are a release time. So even though there are 15 classes selected, only 13 of those will calculate. The other exception is if your student is in early morning band, choir, or doing early morning student leadership. Those students actually have 6 classes a day and will then have 18 out of 13. So your course plan is complete when you have selected 15 classes and 5 alternates. The next step is to make sure that it saves. So you will click this Save button at the top, and you will get a pop-up box. And you are going to have a lot of alerts in that box, which is fine. It's just letting you know that you did not select enough credits for your 10th, 11th, and 12th grade year, which is fine. We work on those every year with your student. As long as that first sentence there says course plan was saved, then you have saved. If it says course plan was not saved, then you need to go through the plan and see which courses are red and look at why those are red. Under the box, there will be an alert, and it will give you a quick explanation of why that is red. Your course plan will not save if you have red courses in there. So as long as your course plan, it says it was saved, then you are good to go. If it was not saved, make sure you remove whatever is holding that up, and then you can contact us and we can figure out what was going on with it. There are 2 forms that we need parent signature on. The first form is for every incoming freshman. This is the electronic device agreement, and that is to allow your students to access the internet at school. The second form is only for those students who have selected the religious release time, and this is a 4-year form. So if you sign it once as a freshman for your student, you don't need to sign this form again. And that is it. You are now Indians. We're so excited to have you as part of our tribe. And we will be handing out schedules the week before school starts in August. Make sure that you are looking at your emails and your text messages. We will send out that information as it gets closer to let you know which days and times we will be doing that. That will be here at the school where you can come in and pick up your schedule for next year. If you are unable to complete your online course planning at home, or if you have questions, please contact us. Our number here at the school is 208-233-2056, and I have included all of our emails. Any one of us would be happy to help you. If you are unable to access the internet and you need to come in and do this with us in person, please reach out to us and make an appointment, and we will get those scheduled as quick as possible. Thank you for your time, and we are so excited to have you next year. We'll see you in the fall.